Hey guys, it's me, Waddler, and I'm a duck, and today I'm going to show you how to make a gold present grinder. So if you saw Fuzion's latest video, he recorded on a gold present grinder, and I'm going to show you how to make it because I made it if you didn't know. So yeah, if you've seen that, this is the grinder from that video. So let's get started with making it. So firstly, you do need scale and screwdriver and the paint tool because portals. And let's get started. So usually when I built it, I only used up around like 1,000 to 2,000 metal, so it's quite cheap. So I'm gonna start building it. So I'm gonna start with the spawn funnel. So place a block, also build an anchor, and then place that there. Place a metal, titanium, and push it into 0.2, and then set your scale to about, I set it to 80 usually, so about 80, like this, and this. Now set it to 250, and then zoom out, and then scale like this, so grab the top arm and then tilt up. I'll zoom out. So it's there. So you have to go almost to the top of your screen. Or you could like use a jet and fly that high to help. But anyways, once you've scaled it this high, what you want to do is you want to go to a corner, set rotate to 15, and then rotate it about 15 degrees like this. And just put it there. Then you can set scale to 0.2 and just scale it all the way up. Oops, I got to anchor. So place it there, scale it up, and then you set your scale to 2, then go out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like this. So in total it is 6 blocks long. And then scale all the way to the other end. It doesn't matter if there's a bit of an overhang. And I'm just gonna paint this orange. And for placing the portal, what I usually do is turn match rotation on, and I place the portal there. And then behind the portal, I place on the same layer as here. I make a little wall to stop myself from falling off if the portal doesn't teleport, like this. Also, I recommend setting the portal to non-collision. So your starting funnel should look like this. So now we can build the actual bridge. So for the bridge, what you do is you place a block around here, and then you can have rotate back to 90, and then you place a titanium block, you set scale to 0.2, scale it all the way in, and then you set your scale to 2 and go out 1 and 1 in these directions, so it's 3 wide. Now if you have wing jetpack, you could use wing jet, but since I'm not going to use Robux really for this tutorial, so it's free, just build this. So like a cake with a jet on the back, and then place a servo there, then place this on it. I'll use any other fly glitch, and then I'm just gonna start by setting scale to 1,000, and you just want to go up quite high. Like you still want to be able to click that little block down there, so I'm going about here. Yeah, and I'm gonna click down there. So around here, this little bar. If you have more blocks, you can make it thicker so it's easier to click. But anyways, I've clicked it. Now you click, zoom out, and scale up so that it can be this big. If you want to use a different way to scale it this high, then that's fine. You just need to get it this high. And now set scale to 900. Continue going up a little bit with the jet. And then do the same thing. So up if you can. If I can, I'll try it. No, I need a bit higher. There's dim. Okay, let's see if I can scale. I did it for a second. I think I just let go. Yeah, there we go. So up here like this. And at the end of it, up here, you place a portal. And paint it a different colour to that one down there. I'm going to do mine blue. Now, you don't really need the jet. Oops. Oh yeah, I forgot I attached my fly glitch to the jet. So if you do fall down like I just did, you could easily make another fly glitch. With a cake there. A servo here. And then that move to point 5. Place this pole and collision off it. And then on the end of the pole just place a ladder and you'll have a fly glitch. If you need to get back up there, since it's quite high up, you can just stick a jet on the back. So, I'm just gonna fly back up, because I fell off. I kind of just forgot that my fly glitch was attached to the jet then. So, we're back up here now. And I'm just gonna delete this jet since it won't ruin my fly glitch, and anchor on. And set my scale to 250, then scale this down. Now just go down to where this is scaled to. And then place another portal just where this line ends. I'm just gonna do there. And paint this the same colour as the one down there, so for me that's orange. And you can delete this line now. Like this. So now, yeah, you've got these two. This little bridge part, which I like to call it, is complete. So you can drop down. So now we've got most of the grinder. Now I'm going to show you how I make my end funnel for it. But before we do that, I'm just going to make the little spot where you actually put the grinder one, like, you know, so about 6 ladders up like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then rotate it so that the arrow points down. So chair, wooden chair. Now let's build the funnel. I'm going to put the funnel a bit before this. So about here. Just go up ladders until it's higher than this wall. So this doesn't have to be exact or anything. You just need to get it so it's about here. And then we can start constructing the funnel. So I'm going to turn anchor on. And I'm going to set my scale to 2. I'm going to go out 3 in all directions like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then, since this is anchored, I delete this. And then I can put a portal under it. And then I'll put the ladder back. Like this. This is going to be the same colour as that one all the way up there, which is a blue portal. Like this. So there's an orange and a blue portal up there. So this is the one at the end of the grinder. So after you place your portal there, you can place a metal block and then scale it so it's the same width. And then go about 5 down, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's a good funnel size. So just repeat this on all sides. So that then when you come off the grinder, you don't go too far from the chest. So once you've got one, it's quite easy. You just scale them down to be the same size. Like this. If you've run out of metal and stuff by now, you can use different blocks. But I'm gonna use metal. So this is good. So I'm just gonna paint it blue. I also like to make it transparent. I like making it like 25 transparency, like this. So now that you've done that, what you do is you place about 10 pistons here for adjusting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then place up some blocks here. And then place here. You can scale these if you want to. Alright, so I'm just going to scale. So half a block to the side, scale off there. And now place a block here. And set your scale to 0.2. Scale all the way down. Do it on this side too. And then set your scale to 110. It has to be about 110 for this to work. So you just scale it all the way out, like that. And now, just walk across this carefully. And when you're at the end, place a block here. Set your scale to 2. So make it about 3 outwards. Then flatten it by going into 0.2 and scaling up. And then set your scale to 50 and go out both directions, so forward and backwards. These are good for positioning the funnel to be on top of the chest. So now let's go to the other part of this. Part of the funnel over here. So I place 1 here. I set scale to 0.2 all the way in. Set scale to 2. 1, 2. Set scale to 50, and now outwards, back and forward like this. And then I'm just gonna make this piece transparency 75%, and I'm gonna do the other piece, so transparency 75. I'm doing that because these are going to be collision off. So you've got these little skis that the thing sort of rests on. And now, to finish off this funnel design, I'm going to place a chair there. So, just hop onto a wall or something of this. And I'm going to set the top and the portal to non-collision. Because some players' character types will get stuck at the top. If you don't do this, you might get stuck at the top of it. So that's the funnel done. And now that that's done, all that's really left for me to put here is a car seat. And just a block here with a titanium brick. It doesn't have to be titanium, but I'm gonna make it a titanium brick. And then just a red jet at the back. And it's done now, so you can save it, and I'll show you how to set it up. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to set up this grinder, but one thing before, if you set it up and it doesn't work, this may be too far forward, which I think mine is, so all you have to do is move it closer to this little portal funnel up here, and just do it 6 blocks like we did earlier, with a chair with the arrow facing down. So if you bring it back a bit, then it'll work better. So now that I've done that, I'll show you how to set this up. So firstly, we're going to position the funnel at the end. So the end funnel, which is this. So the easiest way to get up here is sort of just to make a little path, and then just hop up. So you climb ladder, make path, jump into chair. Then attach with a kick, and then place a server, or just make a fly glitch. Doesn't matter if it connects to the chair down there. So you just set it up like this, and then delete your chair, and delete this, and then unanchor all. So I think my server glitched then, but I'm gonna set it back up. So server there. So now I have a fly glitch, and now if you want to, you could use jets to fly there to boost yourself, and make sure you do have a jet facing down. But I found out a really fast way to fly, so you just go left and right, you just spam A and D, or like left right, depending on device. And if you go left and right, for some reason you fly really fast and I haven't even got a candy. So it's quite useful if maybe you're low on jets. So I'm just running and going along. Let's compare the speed of this to the jet. This is a jet speed, and this is the speed. I think I am going faster without the jet, so I'm going to use that one. So spam AD. So I'm just spamming AD. So I just passed the catch-up stage. And now I'm just gonna go to the end. So now I'm at the end. I'm gonna set up the funnel. So to set it up, you tilt it this way. And then try to get as good enough as you can. And then just start heading down. And after you're around this high, you want to stop it. And now let's try to get a bit closer to the chest this time. So you just move closer. And then start crawling down the fly glitch that you have. And try line yourself up with the chest. So the easiest way for me is to get as far as I can, like this, and delete the ladder, the server, and this jet. I just walk into the wall using these little skis that your funnel has to line it up. And then anchor it at the top. And let's adjust it. So only this part anchored. So let's adjust it to the right size. So just go down with pistons to a size that you like. So this is a nice size, but I want to go just a bit lower. So I'm going to set this to 5 instead of 10. And I'm just going to go here. So that's about perfect. Now if I delete my cake, I'm gonna die, and it'll set it up, and that's a good time because it's fine now. I've set up the funnel, so it's time to set up the other parts of the grinder. So now that I've placed the funnel in, I'm going to go around here, and I'm gonna set up the spawn funnel like this. So I'm going to place a chair, then a kick, and now I'm just going to walk over here, this, and place in a wood block with a chair with the arrow facing up, and then I'm going to sit in it. Now you can use a wood block or any other item, just make sure it's unanchored. And connect to your chair, so I used a wood pole. Now let's set up the main part, which is the bridge. So you sit in it, you connect yourself up to it, and just walk over to that little ladder where we are right now. So this ladder, not this one actually, the one next to it, that's the one for the big thing. But yeah, the smaller ladder, you sit here and connect yourself like this, and then turn around like that and just push this grinder. You can get rid of this piece now and go push it out the way, and it's gonna collapse like that. And now we can set up the conveyor glitch. So what you do is you delete this block, select the metal block, activate the jet, and then anchor it while it's moving. Now just scale it down if you need to, and just scale it so it goes from there to your pole over here. So the grinder's working now. All you have to do is go around or reset. You go around here or reset, and it's working. You see, I'm at the end, and this winter chest is opening up, and there's a gift. That's the golden gift. This grinder doesn't give you as much money as other grinders, but it's purely made to grind gifts and gold blocks. So after this update, you can still use this grinder to get gold blocks. So you can get some of these, which are the strongest blocks in the game that you can scale and stuff. So like, as soon as you land on it, don't worry if there's another player who's already claimed it, because you'll be next to claim it. This grinder will work best when there's one player, because then other people can't pick up the chest and you don't get left waiting for the chest. So we're going along, and we go through the portal, and see, it's in this little time I've been talking, I've already gained 3 extra gifts. So anyways, thanks for watching and goodbye.